Speak, I pray you. Why, who are you who ask this question? Come, gather round me, and I'll tell you. A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby, and dreamy lullaby. Are you in sentimental mood? I'll sigh with you. If patriotic sentiment is wanted, I've patriotic ballads cut and dried. For wherever a country's banner may be planted, all other local banners are defied. Our warriors in serried ranks assembled never quail or they conceal it if they do. And I shouldn't be surprised if nations trembled before the mighty troops of Tippoo.
We shouldn't be surprised if nations trembled with the war before the mighty troops of Tippoo.
A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby. And dreamy lullaby.
And what may be your business with Yum Yum?
I'll tell you. A year ago, I was a member of the Tippoo Town Band. While taking the cap round for contributions, I saw Yum Yum. We loved each other at once, but she was betrothed to her guardian, Coco, a cheap tailor. In despair, I quitted the town. When I heard a month ago that Coco had been condemned to death for flirting, I hurried back.
It is true that Coco was condemned to death, for flirting is a capital offense, a cause of great dismay throughout the land. So he was reprieved and raised to the exalted rank of Lord High Executioner. For we said, who's next to be decapitated cannot cut off another's head until he's cut his own off, his own off, until he's cut his own off.
But how good of you, a nobleman of the highest rank, to tell all this to me, a mere strolling player.
Don't mention it. I am, in point of fact, a particularly haughty and exclusive person of pre-Adamite ancestral descent. I was born sneering, but I mortify my pride continually. When all the great officers of state resigned in a body because they were too proud to serve under an ex-tailor, did I not accept all their posts at once, and at a salary, a poobah paid for his services? But I do it. It revolts me, but I do it.
And it does you credit.
But I don't stop at that. I retail state secrets at a low figure. Any further information about Yum Yum would come under the head of a state secret. Another insult. And I think a light one. Ah, here he comes. Follow me.
Behold the Lord High Executioner, a personage of noble rank and title, a dignified and potent officer, whose functions are particularly vital. Defer to the noble Lord, to the Lord High Executioner.
Gentlemen, I'm much touched by this reception. If I should ever be called upon to act professionally, I am happy to think that there will be no difficulty in finding plenty of people whose loss will be a distinct gain to society at large. As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list of society offenders who might well be underground and who never would be missed. There's the pestilential nuisances who write for autographs, all people who have flabby hands and irritating laughs, and all children who are up in dates and floor you with them flat, and all persons who in shaking hands shake hands with you like that, and all third persons who on spoiling tete-a-tetes insist. They'd none of them be missed.
He's got 'em on the list, and then none of them be missed. They'll none of them be missed.
There's the banjo serenader and the others of his race, and the piano organist. I've got him on the list. And the people who eat peppermint and puff it in your face, they never would be missed. And the idiot who praises with enthusiastic tone all centuries but this and every country but his own. And the lady from the provinces who dresses like a guy and who doesn't think she dances but would rather like to try. And that singular anomaly, the girl who's never kissed. I don't think she'd be missed. I'm sure she'd not be missed.
He's got her on the list, and I don't think she'll be missed. I'm sure she'll not be missed.
And that nigh pious nuisance, who just now is rather rife, the judicial humorist. I've got him on the list. All funny fellows, comic men, and clowns of private life. They'd none of them be missed. An apologetic statesman of a compromising kind, such as, what do you call him, a thingamabob, and likewise, well, never mind. And, tut, and what's his name, and, well, you know who. The task of filling up the blanks I'd rather leave to you, for it really doesn't matter whom you put upon the list, for they'd none of them be missed.
You may put 'em on the list, and none of them be missed. They'll none of them be missed.
Oh, Poobah, in connection with my approaching marriage, I want to consult you as to the amount I ought to spend.
Speaking as your private secretary, I should say that as the city will have to pay for it, don't stint yourself. Do it well. But of course you will understand that as Chancellor of the Exchequer, I'm bound to see that due economy is observed.
Oh, but you just said now, don't stint yourself, do it well.
As Private Secretary.
And now you say that due economy must be observed.
As Chancellor of the Exchequer.
I see. Come over here where the Chancellor can't hear us. Now, as my solicitor, what would you advise?
Chance it.
Thanks, I will.
If it were not that as Lord Chief Justice, I am bound to see that the law isn't violated.
No, that's extremely awkward.
I don't say that all these distinguished people couldn't be squared.
The matter shall have my careful consideration. My bride and her sisters. Any little compliment, such as an abject grovel in a characteristic Japanese attitude, would be esteemed a favor.
No money, no grovel.